Alright, hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just doing another makeup look. I haven't done one in a little bit. So I'm gonna do another one. But it's just gonna be fun and just gonna talk as I do it. If you hear something in the background, it's more than likely my son. So let's get started. And the main star is gonna be the Lip Bars lipstick, liquid lipstick in the color Drama Queen. So yeah, first I start with my eye look. Also I need to get a black brand, what is it called, concealer, because I have like e.l.f., obviously Nars, and what's the other thing I have? I don't know, e.l.f. and Nars. I think that's it. So let me use a mirror. I don't know if I can see what I'm doing because this mirror is kind of big. So I'm using Nars on my eyes. This is the color Amande. And I try to go like not too high up because I have really small eyelid space. So I don't try to be going all the way up there because I only work with a certain part of my eye, like to the orbital part of my eye. So I am excited because a lot of people actually, well, more than I thought, I wouldn't say a lot of people, watch my makeup video, and I was actually super surprised because it was super long. I don't know how much they watched, but I was definitely like excited, and I got 10 views, y'all. That's exciting to me. That's why I'm like, success is relative. It depends on who you talk to. And I think like obviously like we're in a movement right now, which is super exciting, and it's exposing a lot of people. But it's still exciting. So I'm gonna use this Patricia Bright Revolution. It's by Makeup Revolution. They did a collab. It's an eyeshadow palette, and I think this is the Rich in Life palette. I got it because the other, I forget, the other one's Rich in Color, and I don't know nothing about like doing stuff, and so I feel like this is a more beginner friendly palette. And so like I said, I want to do a little purple kind of look, kind of sort of, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, so success is relative, and I think it's super easy for us to be like, you know, look at other people and compare, but our journeys are so different. I'm also, I might have to actually change this and go to Jackie Aina's palette, because this is Pure Soul and it looks like this, but I don't think that's purple enough. Yeah, so she has Shookington and Bigwig, so I think I'm gonna do that instead of Patricia's palette. Sorry, Patricia. I think this might be good for a pink look. Switching it up on now. Alright, so we're gonna use Bigwig, and I start mine inside because again I have smaller eye space, and so it's easier for me to do this going across instead of going from the top to the bottom. So I start with my purple and I just pat that in. I don't really like shadow it in like you would like the sweeping motions. I don't really do that because it doesn't really work for me. But this is coming out interestingly. And this palette definitely has fallout, but I don't know how to like really stop fallout. So if you know how to stop fallout, let me know. This is how it's looking right now. I like the color. It's dark, but it's nice to like realize you need to like pat in because I was swiping a lot and it wasn't doing great. So yeah, success is relative, and we have to like put realize like we can't measure our journey based on somebody else's journey. Bless you. And I think I am super guilty of like doing that and like, man, I wish I was here, or I should have done this, I should have done that, blah blah blah. But really, ultimately, it is about you doing the best with what you have. I just saw a post today actually, and somebody was talking about God saying like, what's in your hand? And God had said that to me a lot, and I was like, like I knew what it meant, but I was just like, God, like I don't have the money to do this, I don't have this to do that, but what do you have? You have a phone, you can do your YouTube, you can buy makeup, you can learn to do makeup, you love to write your blog, like, because right now I'm like, honestly, like I want to write a book, but like writing a book is a lot of work, and I'm like, I don't have an editor, I don't have the resources, and really like there's so many things you can do yourself nowadays. Like you don't need to necessarily have a publisher. Now be great because you can get a lot of money if you have an advance, all those things, and it just, there's a different system that's bigger that can help with that. But in all honesty, like you have all the tools, you just have to use them. And so for me with my blog, at first I was putting out content every day, but I was like, that's a lot. So for 30 days, I'm like, at least 3 times a week, I need to post on my blog. But one of those weeks, it was just really difficult because, again, we're in a movement, and it's just hard to like watch people say things and do things, and it's just like, or you're constantly like seeing like new stories pop up on your feed, and it's like re-traumatizing. So it's definitely difficult sometimes to like watch that and see that on your timeline. So I'm like, my mind can't do it. I'm also in school, so I'm also doing school things. So there's just a lot that I'm doing, and sometimes I'm like, you're trying to do too much, but also like, that's why I'm like, well, I can put out something today, real quick. I'm also a wife and a mom. I have to cook. I'm also trying to lose weight. I do a lot. I do the most, if I'm honest. But because I love writing, it's like, it's not a big thing. Like editing my posts and stuff is not hard for me because I love to write. So I just went in with the Lip Bar's Ebony Eyes palette, and I'm using Royalty to go out here to darken that up. So yeah, yeah, so success is relative, and you just use what you have right now to do what you need to do. And yes, like my blog's on WordPress, and my husband's super supportive, so like I was able to like purchase what I needed to purchase for WordPress, because it is you have to have like a membership. And I did have a blog, but I just felt like it wasn't reaching the way I wanted it to, and the layout, and I needed something that was more obviously I don't know how to explain, but just better in that way. Like, it's NiquaDaniels.com, and it's just different, you know. When you pay for things, it makes you kind of do stuff more, and you just get more bang for your buck, obviously. Like, if you're gonna use a space that's you don't have to pay for, it doesn't, you know, quite look the same as something that you pay for. So but I do realize that, like, I have an entrepreneur spirit, and like that's just who I am. I don't like rules. I like to make my own rules, but being an entrepreneur is not easy by any means. Okay, so I'm like deepening this outer part of my eye, but I'm going back and forth, like just back and forth motions to create it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but like the lighter part is still the concealer. So like, I don't do cut creases because that seems really complex. I'm sure I could learn, but I'm like, there's no point. Say hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Okay. So I think I'm actually gonna use Pure Soul from the Patricia Bright palette that I was supposed to use in the first place. It's more like a pinkish, purplish color, but we're gonna put that in the middle of this and just pat it in. And I think I struggle with the blending part, obviously, because it's not like it's not the top down method, so it's like, how do I blend this out, like, so it doesn't look super like, ooh, but whatever. Yeah, so like, I'm definitely an entrepreneur at heart. Like, I launched a t-shirt business as well, and the shirts are I'm enough, but all of that stuff is a lot of times motivated by like God, and like being a stay-at-home mom has been difficult. I kind of talked about that on my blog as well, but it's difficult because you feel like you're just a mom and you have nothing else. And there's people that love like being a stay-at-home mom, and the idea of like, you know, their sole purpose is to raise their children. And through this, I've realized like that is not my desire. My desire is to pursue my dreams of being an author, a New York Times bestseller author, and being a singer, like traveling the world. There's so many things I want to do, and I think like I'm gonna go back in with the Jackie Aina palette with Big Wig, but like I think it's hard to like manage that feeling that you have with being a mom, because you're like, you know, you want to do so much for your kid, but it's like, as Pete said,
mama gotta have a life too.
Mama gotta have a life too. Baby boy. So I think like realizing that that's what I desire, as opposed to like just not allowing myself to feel what I want and do what I want, is hard. I think I'm almost done with this look. Okay, guys. Okay, okay. Or at least my eyes. Last time, I definitely forgot to do eyeliner and stuff. But, so this is the hard part I have. Like, it goes up, but I guess it's okay. So, there's that. And then I'm going to use Goddess. I literally use 3 palettes on this eyelid. But if you guys can see, that's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna use, what is it called? It's a gold shade called Goddess in my inner V. What is it called? I don't know. The inner corners. You know what I do like? I like when people do like the little silver stripe in their eye. I gotta learn how to do that. Or silver stripe, but like whatever sparkly color they desire in there. Alright, so it's just a little pop. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta do a little pop of color in there. Maybe I should do my, no, I want to do it then. So yeah, just learning like what your desires are outside of being a mom. And I feel like that's okay, like, but it took me a while to like really decide that, because I don't know, you just being a mom and like the guilt and the shame that comes with like being a stay-at-home mom, not being a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling, not homeschooling, vaxxing, not vaxxing, like all of these things that like have to do with being a mom is just a lot. So I'm definitely like trying to learn to like choose what I want and not allow people to tell me what I want. All right, so now we're going into this NYX color corrector thing. I'm gonna use orange. It's like an orange color right there because my mouth is dark. So we're gonna do that. I don't know if I should use red because I feel like orange doesn't really work for me. So maybe I should try red. I don't know. It's usually just the top part. And it looks like I have a beard and I don't have a beard. Or not a beard, it's just dark. I do have a mustache that I wax, so it took me 20 minutes to do that, y'all. I feel like the eyes are the longest. I think also like I be getting rid of a lot of product sometimes. So yeah, I gotta do a better job. Alright. Okay, now that'll look a little orange. I'm using the Mented Stick Foundation. This is also black owned in the color D20. This is definitely red on me. And I feel like it's too red. So I probably need, I tested out their like stuff and I thought this was my color, but I feel like it's too red. But it is what it is. So yeah, being a mom is just hard and it comes with a lot of like challenges that I'm already like really hard on myself, and then like you add the idea of society being hard on you and the expectations that like society has for you to be like this person. It's pretty interesting, but you learn to like have your own voice as time progresses. That's how I feel. As the time progresses, you realize what you want for your own self. So, and so like I've realized what I want for myself, and that is to write, to songwrite, to screenwrite, to travel. All those things are all the things I want to do. I like this foundation a lot though, like the way it feels on my skin, and I don't know, I just like it. It just looks like really dewy. It doesn't look like cakey, it just looks dewy. I have combination skin, which I found out during quarantine. Crazy, but you know, it's cool. So, yeah. Okay, I think it's blended enough. All right, now I'm gonna go in with, these beauty sponges are from Beauty Bakery, which is also Black owned. Trust me, I've been about that. This is also Black owned, Girl Plus God. If you believe in Jesus or God. I'm using Nars Concealer and Amande. I feel like my concealer, like, I do need to let it dry because I don't be letting it dry down. So, but I don't like this applicator. It's pretty small. Definitely needs to be bigger. I got the mini version because I didn't know if I would like it. So, but no, I've seen just on other people's pages and the applicators are pretty small. But this helps because it's pretty light and it helps to lighten up my like, because it is pretty red on my face, so it just helps to like darken it up. Do I want to contour? I don't know. I am gonna contour and I'm going to use this NYX. It's dark on my hand, but I feel like not on my face, but I think because my face is darker than my hand, obviously. So, see, like, where? I guess you can see it on camera more than you can, yeah. Really, I like the bronze look more than I like. I know I probably should not be using my fingers, but yeah, anyway, I like the bronze look more than the contour look. I don't know why, but the bronzer makes me look more like, I don't know the words. I don't know why I keep putting this back because I need it. I probably need to get like an actual mirror because it's easier and y'all can actually see what I'm doing. So with that being said, because of my desires, and I've always wanted to sing. I've always wanted to sing. It's just that I didn't believe in myself, and I haven't believed in myself for a long time. And so now I'm like, as I've gotten older, I'm like, you gotta live your life for you, and you have to know what you want. And so my decision to do what I want makes me like, it makes me nervous and scared, but it makes me excited to also be like, no, like, you're finally doing what you want. And I always was like, after college, actually, I was like, I'm gonna go to USC so I can at least move and live in LA, and this is a perfect way for me to do that. And it didn't work out. I did apply to USC into their film school because I really, really enjoyed my communications stuff and learning all about that. And so I applied to like, just like learning communications more than anything, and like the backgrounds of it. I didn't really learn communications like broadcasting or anything like that. But I did learn like conglomerations and how like the system basically works. And it was really cool to learn about, and so I really, really enjoyed it. And then but I didn't get in. Like, I actually went to visit LA with my friend. My Sans actually lived there at the time, and I went to visit, and it just, as soon as I got off the plane, I got like my denied letter. But I was like, anyways, I'm here, whatever. So now at 31 with a family, I was like, am I 31? With a family, like, I was like, there's no way I can do this now, you know. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and it's crazy that I want to pursue my dreams now. Like, why would I do that? But really, honestly, the game has changed because there's digital media, there's so many spaces, there's so many opportunities, and honestly, there's so many people that I watch, like That Chick Angel, Melissa Fredericks, even Kadeen. There's so many different women, black women at that have whole families and are doing what they desire in their hearts, and they've been able to like do the things that they want to do. And so I'm like, what's stopping you is your own self. Like, there's nothing really holding you back. But I'm always like, what am I gonna do with my son? How is he gonna, like, how are we gonna navigate this? Because I'm super protective, and you know, people be out here doing crazy stuff. But I'm learning that, like, I can't protect him from everything, but I will do it. Anything I can to make sure he's safe. So right now I am using, I don't mean like anybody can watch him, but I am saying like there's ways to manage this, and so I have to be okay with like other people watching him and whatever that looks like. That also brings me to the fact that we've decided to move to LA. Oh, so crazy. But it's something that I talked to my counselor about, because I'm also in counseling as a counseling student. It's necessary. Did I say I'm using the Mented powder? I'm using the Mented powder in the medium deep. Color. I probably should have used the other powder first, but whatever. Because I think that's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, we're gonna move to LA. We don't know when, but we're going to do it. And it's a huge, huge, crazy move to me in my brain. And I guess, like, for me, like, obviously I don't have to move to LA to do what I want, like, right, obviously. But it's always been my desire to be there. And so I think I don't know. like there'll be more sun, because even now, like today is not sunny. And we're in June, so yeah, I just know that like I don't want to resent my family, basically, and knowing that I can do this with the family is all the more reason for me to go for it. And there's so many, like, obviously opportunities in LA. And so like I don't have to be afraid. I do know though. My friend was like, just be ready, because it's crazy. It's still LA. As far as like the hustle and bustle, and you know, ooh, this is probably too big. The hustle and bustle of it all, and like it's doggy dog basically. So just being like prepared for that. And I think like realizing, like in my counseling, realizing like what rejection does to me personally, and to put myself in that position, I'm like kind of nervous, but also like, no, this is what I want, this is what I desire, I'm gonna go for it, even if it's scary. Because like you're gonna be fearful either way. It doesn't actually even matter like who you are, because you feel like, what if they don't like my voice? But I think there's a space for everybody. Like, think about people that, I guess I'll take R&B for example. Like, everybody doesn't listen to R&B, but R&B singers have a lot of fans. So your music may not be for everybody, but it's for somebody, and there's a lot of people that like it. And so there's like 1 billion people in the world, 5 billion in the world. So you gotta think about that. And like I know that I was put on this earth to help people, to write, and to sing. And so that is what I'm doing. So I use the Makeup Revolution powder and the color Deep Banana to do the under eye stuff. Right now I'm using Mented Season 2 palette, and I'm going to bronze. I love bronzing. It's like my favorite. I don't know, I feel like it gives me like this warm feeling in my face that just looks really good. I love it. So yeah. Alright, I think I'm mostly done. I don't want to really do a highlight, so I'm not going to do highlight today. I'm going to highlight I will highlight my nose. Just to add some, just a little highlight there. And then I'm going to use, these are both from the Lip Bar, straight out of Patience. This is the black one, and this is called Lash Flash Strengthening Mascara, both from the Lip Bar. So I'm going to use those on my eyes. I don't usually like to do the top lash, or not lash, top eye. Huh, baby? I don't know what you're saying. A car? gonna smooth that out a little bit.
On the car, Mama.
You want to sit in the car?
On the car, Mama. Was it on the car? Was it on the car? Was it?
And I just go not all the way in, just a little bit.
Was it on the car?
And obviously mascara. I don't know anything about lashes either, so if you know anything about LA, let me know. Let me know, let me know. And this video is too long, basically. But it's cool. Somebody will watch it. I try to go up under, like I don't have a lot of lashes. And last but not least, alright, so lip bar, I'm gonna use the NYX, it's the Suede Lip Liner. I don't know what color this is, but this is what I'm gonna use. It's a pretty bright purple. This is like a dark, and this is like a dark purple, so we'll see how it actually looks on with the lipstick. And then this is Drama Queen. Drama. You know what? I kind of want to put a brown on, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, and for Drama Queen, you see that? It's so pretty. I love it. Clearly this is like a more vampy look, but I love it. And there we have it, the look. Kind of like feel like the color wasn't a good look, but here is the final look. All right, well, thank you for listening to me, guys. I hope that you all have a great day and that you enjoyed this makeup look and my talk about dreams and goals. All right, see you next time.